10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están todos? Soy la super comadre Claudia de radiocristalUSD.com y bienvenidos a mi show. Estamos aquí grabando mi show para este viernes, sábado y domingo. Ahora, ustedes saben que al inicio de mi show siempre hablo un poquito de mi vida, qué está sucediendo, algo que me ha ocurrido, pasado. Y quiero hablar un poquito hoy de un libro, un journal que tengo yo, donde yo escribo, mis pensamientos. So I do want to start off with, a little bit of who I am, what I do, and maybe a thought, an experience. And I typically open up my show with that. And I just want to share a little bit from my gratitude notebook. Es un cuaderno donde escribo cosas que le doy gracias a Dios, al universo, por una experiencia, por una oportunidad, y lo pongo en mi libro, y aquí lo tengo, y si estás escuchando, solamente es un cuaderno, ¿verdad? Es como si fuese un diario. So for the listening audience, it's just a journal. It's a diary, I guess you would say, and on the cover, it says, do what you love what you do. So I'm showing it off. It's in color. And I started writing in this gratitude journal. I made it my gratitude journal back in 2013. And I use it to write something that I'm thankful for. And I just focus on that. I do have other journals where I write about my challenges, where I write about heartaches, where I write about the falls, where I write about daily stuff. But this journal, it's my gratitude journal. And I just take time to write in it. And I want to document and remember this special moment in time. And so today it was an amazing feat that I had, or I guess it's a feat, ¿verdad? Algo me ocurrió hoy y tuve que escribir sobre esta experiencia. So you know that I've gone through COVID, right? And I came back from it. I'm almost at 100%, and I am excited to share that I had an experience today that was a little scary, but I was able to overcome it. Fue una experiencia que sí me dio un poco de miedo y eso tiene que ver con los ataques de pánico, pero algo sucedió y pude prevenir un ataque de pánico, o sea, grande. And what happened today was that I was able to de-escalate an impending panic attack. And I haven't had one in a while. It's been a long while. It's been almost about a month and a half, almost 2 months. But today I was driving my girls to their orthodontist appointments. We got up, had some breakfast, got ready, and I've been wearing my mask. I've been wearing my mask. I took out my masks because I had put them away. I do carry one in my purse, if I, need to wear it. But I put away all my masks that I wore last year towards, when I went back to work in person. And there was one particular mask that I washed. It was a black one of my favorite masks. I washed it and I hung it up to dry, and I took it out and I put it on to go to the orthodontist appointment. And as I was washing the mask, I started thinking about the last time I wore this mask. And I wore it when I would go to school in person and work in person. And then it took me to the times that I ended up having panic attacks and having to go to the ER. And then I started thinking about, oh my God, I'm going back. Oh my God, we're going in person. Oh my God, the numbers are rising for COVID. And what are the schools going to do about it? Oh no, we have a governor that is saying that we are not going to have any type of mask mandates. So all of that started going around in my head. And then as I was washing the mask, and I hung it to dry, left it alone. And then today when I put it on, I was going about my day, driving to the orthodontist appointment with my 2 girls, and all of a sudden I felt like I couldn't breathe. I was driving, and that was a little scary because I have my girls with me. And so then I immediately said, do y'all have any water for me to drink? Yo siempre cargo mi termo de agua y busqué mi termo, pero no tenía un poquito de agua. Y de pronto I opened up my thermos and I drank what was left of the water. And so I would let that water come into me, and I was like, okay, water, just do your thing. Wash away this feeling. I'm going to be okay. And then I started telling myself in my head, Claudia, you're fine. Your body is excellent. It is healthy. You've never been healthier in your life. So what you're feeling has nothing to do with your heart, has nothing to do with an impending heart attack. You're fine. What you are experiencing is a response to something that has made you feel this. And the only thing I could think of, and I finally realized, is that the only thing that was new at that moment, in these past 2 days, was that I was thinking about going back to work, into the schools, amidst all of this stuff that's happening, high numbers of COVID cases, people around me getting sick, even though they have the vaccine. And that's true. You can still get sick with the vaccine. People that haven't been vaccinated getting sick, people sharing with me that they're losing loved ones because they didn't get vaccinated. And then the stories of recovery as well. People that have gotten sick, got really, really sick, but then they recovered and they're good. So everyone's been sharing this with me. And I think all of this just culminated into an impending panic attack. But I started tapping my head, tapping my face. This is something I learned. And it's just to wake my brain up and get it and bring it back to earth. And then I started telling myself, you're fine. You're fine. You're just nervous. You're just having this attack because of going back to school. But guess what? You're going to do whatever you can to be safe. You're going to do whatever you can to keep your kids safe. You're going to be working in a different role that's going to keep you away from large groups of kids, right? So I de-escalated the panic attack, and I was able to then breathe better, and I cleared my mind, and I was okay. And I then had to teach my girls what I was going through so that they know how to respond, because it's a little scary to see your parent go through a crisis, but I was able to de-escalate it. Now, I'm not a doctor. I've learned these techniques with therapists, with my doctors, with coming together with a plan for me. Everyone's going to have to deal with that differently. So do not do what I do. You have to talk to your doctors. But I just wanted to give thanks to my body, to God, to the universe, that I was able to bring myself back down into a calming place and be able to carry on with my day. And I just want to give thanks, to everyone that's helped me, that supported me, that's been there, that's guided me, my doctors, medicine, research, my therapist, everyone that's been there to help me with this. And I share this with you, and I'm transparent with you because you are not alone. If you ever feel this, if you ever feel something like what I'm sharing, please seek help, seek medical attention, reach out to if you're working in a business, look into your healthcare. What do they have? Look into therapy, look into counseling, look into, your doctors. Have your team assembled so that together with your teammates, you can come up with the best way to get through whatever it is that you're going through. So please do not hesitate to reach out. Reach out to a comadre, reach out to a friend, reach out to your doctors, reach out to your comadres or compadres that have gone through it. Ask them how they did it, where did they turn to, because you are not alone. Así es que tienen que hacer todo lo que tienen que hacer por si ustedes están viviendo una experiencia como la mía, como yo he tenido ataques de pánico después del COVID y que ya me iba a pasar uno, pero yo pude calmarme con las técnicas, creo que sí son las técnicas, hasta las prácticas, con la ayuda de mis consejeros, de mis doctores, y formamos un plan, y es lo que yo pude hacer hoy. Y le doy gracias a Dios por las personas que han pasado por mi camino, todas las terapeutas, los doctores, la medicina, todo lo que he hecho con mi equipo para poder, ¿cómo se dice?, evitar un ataque de pánico grave. Y en ese momento, pues es algo miedoso, especialmente frente de mis niñas, porque me estaban viendo haciendo las técnicas para calmarme. Y entonces también en ese momento pensé, después de que ya pase por esto, tengo que sentarme con ellas y decirles lo que está sucediendo para que ellas sepan, ¿verdad? Ya están grandecitas y se preocupan. Y es, o sea, ver a tu padre, tu madre pasar por algo así y eres un niño, es algo que les puede, o sea, pueden, it's scary, les puede dar miedo, ¿verdad? No van a saber qué hacer, cómo responder. Entonces, eso fue, ese evento de hoy me ayudó a sentarme con ellas y hablar con ellas sobre lo que estaba pasando y lo que ellas pueden hacer cuando estoy pasando por esto. Así es que no se queden, o sea, no temen preguntar ayuda. Si están pasando por algo así, hablen a los doctores, hablen con una comadre, un compadre que ya pasó por algo similar. No se queden aislados, por favor, porque tú no eres la única persona que está pasando por algo como esto. Y quiero ser abierta con esto para que ustedes vean que esto puede suceder, le puede suceder a cualquier persona, pero hay que cuidarse uno, hay que hacer preguntas, hay que a veces buscar personas que te puedan ayudar con esto. Y yo no soy doctora, yo no soy consejera, o sea, todo lo que yo estoy usando es porque alguien más, los médicos, los terapeutas me han ayudado en poder evitar estos pánicos, estos eventos. Así es que aquí estoy. And so I'm back and I'm ready to just be here and elevate RadioCrystalUSA.com. And I'd like to bring on a guest that I really have never interviewed. And all I want to do today during my show is to elevate RadioCrystalUSA.com and talk about what is RadioCrystalUSA.com, how can you connect to it, who is the person behind it, how was it created, when was it created, and where do we see RadioCrystalUSA.com in the future? You know, we have amazing shows, we have amazing music, we have amazing people coming on as guests. And I just want to get a chance for you to know who Liliana Elizondo is. And then we're also going to have at some point in the future, Luis, another one of our show hosts who has Mundos en Pantalla. I think that's what it's called, Mundos en Pantalla. You know, I'm a little COVID foggy still. I still claim that sometimes. But I just want you to get to know RadioCrystalUSA.com the way I know it. And that way, you know who you're listening to, and you know the mission and how to get connected, how to get your business on here, how to get sponsors, how you can become a sponsor of our radio show, and how we can elevate your business, your service, your community organization. And that's what I'm here for. So welcome to La Super Comadre Claudia show of RadioCrystalUSA.com. ¿Dónde está mi super comadre Liliana Elizondo?
Hey, acá está. I'm here.
So I just wanted to take the time to comadrear with you because you and I, you know, it's like
I've never been the guest.
No, never.
I'm always behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, making it happen. And I just want to start off before we get into the history of RadioCrystalUSA.com and how it came to be and where it's going. I just want the audience to get to know you because you come in, you come out, you come in, you make things happen. But I just want people to know a little bit about who you are. So let's start off with Liliana. Bienvenida.
Thank you.
Let's start off with, first of all, how are you doing today?
I am doing great. Thank God I'm alive, and thank God I'm breathing, and I'm okay, and I'm working on what I love.
Yes. Yes. And speaking of working on what you love, what is one thing that made you smile today?
One thing that made me smile.
Oh,
I love listening to my daughter playing her guitar. So before opening my eyes, I heard her guitar. So that makes me smile with my eyes closed still. So that makes me smile. That made me smile this morning.
Nice.
And to know that that nothing hurts, that I can move, that
Yes.
I can breathe and do what I love.
And you tied in the title of my journal. Do
Do
what
what
you
you yeah.
love, what you do, and you just you're giving gratitude to something that sometimes we don't take time to do, and that's that you're listening, the ability to wake up, the
Exactly.
ability to be with your daughter, the ability to enjoy her talent.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times we overlook those things that it's an everyday occurrence.
It's
But
because the small things are the best things in life, and the best things in life, sometimes you cannot see them or you cannot touch them.
mm-hmm.
You can just feel
Yes,
feel them,
yes,
or smell them, or listen to them, or just think about them.
exactly, exactly. Now that made you smile. So, did you make someone else smile or laugh today?
I think I did.
Someone's
I did. Well,
kid
uh,
you like to share?
yes. Well, the first thing I do too is think about my other half.
Oh,
So I send a message or call or text, stating the love. So
I love it.
maybe that made someone smile. That's someone.
That made that someone smile. So, and that's another thing too. Like you just said, it was a text. It was just in like a few words, a sentence, an
Yes.
emoji.
A little sentence, yeah, an emoji, or a phrase, or a gif, or
Yes,
anything that says something about what I'm thinking on that at that moment.
that is amazing because again, I remember last time I talked about giving thanks to the all and the small, giving gratitude to the all
Yeah.
for you to do that for someone else. I mean, imagine how much more beautiful this world would be. And
Would
also
be.
as we are going through another wave of COVID, is
Yeah.
holding on to ourselves, holding on to what made me smile today, and also who can I who can I bring sunshine to? Who
Exactly.
can I- Whose day can I brighten with even a text? Good
Exactly.
morning. Have a great day. Or, a little emoji, una carita feliz. Because we tend to overlook, we always are praying for those big things. Maybe you want that big promotion, maybe you want that big thing that you want, which is nothing wrong with that. Put that out there in the world, put that out there to the universe, but
Hmm.
don't forget that getting up and breathing and smiling and looking at the world around you,
Yeah.
the all in the small, and giving thanks for that, the ability to walk around, the ability to feed yourself, the ability to reach out to someone and wishing them an amazing day. I mean, and then for you to get it back, and
Oh, that's even better.
maybe not from that person, someone else.
Someone else, yeah.
Someone else, giving gratitude to the all and the small. And I want to share something, and I don't know if you have access to this picture, but I'm going to just.
The one from last week. Are you thinking about the same one?
It was a picture. No, it was a picture of a sticky note that my daughter left on a mirror.
Oh, yeah, I have it.
I just sent it through Messenger, so if you can pull it up, and I'm going to describe it to the listening audience.
Let me
It,
show him.
it was so cute. It really touched me. And I don't know if I shared it last week or if I did. I don't remember. COVID, fatigue, fog, all that. Well, I'm going to continue claiming COVID fog. But my daughter, my youngest, Pilar, wrote this message on a sticky note and stuck it on my mirror in my bathroom. And it's still there. I haven't taken it off. And when I read that, I didn't know whether to cry, smile, laugh at the same time, because it just reminds me of, and I don't know about you, Comadre, but and I don't know about, maybe it's just me and my issue, but I tend to be super hard on myself, and I'm recovering from that. I'm recovering from being super hard on myself and super critical. But when you become a mom, it's like all eyes are on you, and it's like you can do no wrong in your kids'
Oh yeah.
eyes for a while up until they turn
Because they see everything, they listen to everything, and
everything.
we think they're not, but
They
they
are.
are.
And every time I mess up, I'm like, God, I can't believe I messed up. I can't believe I said the wrong thing. I can't believe But then you did 1,001 things amazing, but it's that one thing that you really sometimes, that one big mistake or one big faux pas, and you just focus on that.
Is the
And
one that it highlights.
yeah, and I don't know why I highlight. Maybe it's just human nature. Maybe it's the way I was brought up. Whatever. But to see that on my mirror, and out of the blue, I just went to the bathroom, washed my face, washed my hands, do number one, whatever, number two, I don't care. And I saw that, and I was like, I had to take a picture of it.
That
And
erased all the bad things.
it does. It said, you know what? I'm doing 1,001 things amazingly, and that one or two things that I went sideways, don't worry about it. It's life. But it's nice to
That's how it
hear,
is.
and it's nice to see it, and that just is just, and imagine, like, I'm also looking at it as a teacher, how so important it is for us as educators or people that work with children, whether you're a camp counselor or you're a tia, you're a
Exactly.
tia, maybe
Yeah.
you're a madrina.
Because they
But
learn from everyone, and we learn from everyone too,
for you,
regardless of our age.
yeah, and imagine that feeling that a student or a child gets when you do the same thing for them.
Mhm.
Because growing up is hard. Growing up is hard because you are just a kid and you're living under an adult supervision, adult world, and you just want to grow up and be who you are. And a lot of times we're super corrigiendo like los niños, and don't do this and don't do that and do it like this and do it like that. And then to stop and say, you know what, you're good. You're an amazing, talented, whatever, kid, person. I noticed how helped your sister with this or that, or I noticed how you folded your bed, just something small. You,
Anything.
you folded like la colcha en la cama. I noticed how because I'm like, no limpiaste tu cuarto, o dejaste regadero en el baño, o dejaste todo tirado en la cocina. I'm a mom and I do that, right? And then I have to stop and think,
And also highlight the good ones.
yes, when did I highlight something positive?
Mhm.
And I thought, oh my gosh, well, I guess I did highlight along the way because they highlighted something for me. So I felt like I was doing something
Exactly.
right.
Exactly, because they learn from our I mean,
In the
they
song,
learn more from what we do than what we say,
what we say.
and for what we say.
Exactly. Exactly. So I have a challenge. I like to challenge, like I've been challenging myself to focus on something positive. And I know that I'm super hard, especially on my oldest, maybe because she's my oldest, and I call it coaching. I'm constantly coaching her. I'm constantly coaching her and giving her examples. And I do it out of love, and I do it because I just want her to be successful. But at the same time, I have to pull back and say, pues, she's got to do it on her own.
They're children. Yeah.
And they're kids, and they're going to be fine. They're going to be excellent. They're going to be fine. Is it going to be perfect? No. Are they going to mess up? Yes.
Of course.
But in the end,
Life happens.
life happens. All I can do is but the challenge for me is to focus also on the amazing things that they do. Even if it's just que limpiaron el baño un día and they didn't do it the rest of the year. I got to highlight that. Recogieron su
They
plato,
did it once. Yeah, that's right.
que sacaron la basura. Yay. Like highlight that and say something positive about that, because, we're so quick to highlighting everything that goes sideways.
That's right.
That's the challenge for me, and I like to invite everyone else to do what I did today. Is think about what made you smile. Like stop and think, oh, what made me smile today? What made me laugh? What made me chuckle? What made me giggle? And then also think about what did you do that made someone else smile, that made someone else laugh, that made someone else giggle, and then highlight something, especially for a young person, highlight
That's right.
that they have done well, correct, right, whatever you look at as a decir, ¿verdad?
And you know what? And that gives me the idea of telling our children to ask their friends
Yes,
to do it too.
yes. Ask their friends, give their friends a highlight, give shine on their friends, and,
Mhm.
yeah, because especially now, and I do want to bring this up, because which kind of takes me into the next piece, and I know we're going to be all over the place, but I want to talk a little bit about what's happening right now. So the county judge, Judge Nina Hidalgo, has raised the awareness for COVID level back to red. So Harris County's threat level system is moving to red, and this means that the announcement that was made was, if you're unvaccinated, if you're eligible, please get vaccinated or stay home, and everyone else, please wear a mask. So it brought a little bit of panic attack, impending panic attack for me, but yo me puse a lavar las máscaras ayer. Antier, busqué todas mis máscaras y me puse a lavarlas, las
A ver,
cosas.
la de Frida.
También, mira, aquí voy a enseñar mis máscaras because I'm making masks sexy again. So here is my Frida. I got this from Kismet Boutique. She is one of the sponsors that has sponsored my masks and the masks giveaway in the past. So if you want to get a Frida mask, go to Kismet Boutique. She's one of our sponsors for masks wearing. And she's also sponsored outfits for me to wear. And I also got this one right here. Ooh, mira este. Kind of got like a little wild print. So it's a mask with a wild print. I got two Fridas. I got Frida that's blue and Frida that's pink. Both from Kismet. Yes, this one, the one I'm sharing for you guys that are listening. It is the beautiful
I love that.
embroidered. And this is I bought this in Cancun. And it is a beautiful embroidered mask. So I started cleaning them. I started looking for them, cleaning them, because even though I've been vaccinated, yes. And even though I try to limit my time out there. I try to look for open spaces if I'm going to go out to eat. When we do go, like we did go school shopping. We had to get school supplies, but I wanted to go during the day when there's not a lot of people at the store. I made sure that, we all had our masks on and we carry hand sanitizer. We go in with our list. We go straight to the things that we need. We put it in the cart. We keep our distance and we just leave. And then we come home and actually in the car, we're already cleaning our hands, we're cleaning our hands with hand sanitizer.
Constantly. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to do what we can to keep each other safe, because even though I'm okay, I could get sick again.
And guess what?
There you go. Yeah.
Trust in the Lord.
But also, there's science, and we got to just be smart about making those decisions, because it's not just about me anymore. It's about all of us. It's about all of us taking care of each other. And that's what it's about. It's taking care of one another. If I'm keeping my hands clean, keeping my mask on, getting vaccinated, because
You're expecting everyone to do the same too.
Let's all take care of each other, because that's what it's about. It's taking care of one another. And so if, and there's a lot of amazing, just when we're like coming out and getting together and networking and all of that. And,
they stop us again.
Let's just do it smarter. Let's just do it healthier, so that, because a mí me gusta el mitote.
Claro, a todos. Bueno, no todos, muchos.
I'm number one mitotera. So like if you can get vaccinated, get vaccinated. It's free. You can go anywhere. I got my girls vaccinated. They already did their first dose. They're going back in another week to get their second. And just wear your mask. It's there's so many cute masks out there. Get your mask, put it on.
And it's free. There's no excuse.
Yeah. Well, the masks aren't free, but
no, the vaccine.
Yeah, the vaccine is available for you. Talk if you have doubts, or you want more information. Please talk with your doctors. Please reach out to medical professionals. I know that a lot of us have the ease of a button to click on social media, and you're going to find all kinds of stuff there.
Now, my daughter and I were talking about this the day before yesterday, and well, we were talking about people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say before pandemic, okay,
Mm-hmm.
before the pandemic started, people were vaccinating their children for regular vaccines and for everything, right?
Yep.
As soon as the pandemic started, everyone started questioning that vaccine, that only that one.
Mm-hmm.
Why? 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 Because some people, started putting fear in our heads,
Mm-hmm.
right? What if they didn't start talking about it that like that bad?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't what if someone started a campaign talking good about it?
Mm-hmm.
Um, now this is what we also talked about. There's a lot of people who have not gotten vaccinated, but then they smoke an entire
Pack of cigarettes.
pack of cigarettes,
And that's
or
not
they drink an entire box of wine,
a
or
case.
I mean, they don't see all those chemicals they're putting in their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
They don't question those chemicals. They don't think about that. I mean, they only, like you said, I mean, like you were talking about, they're highlighting
Mm-hmm.
only the bad thing, or about someone, about the things someone said,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not listening to doctors. I mean, that's why they're doctors. Mm, I assume, I'm assuming 100% of the doctors are getting vaccinated
Mm-hmm.
because they're doctors and they know, they should know.
Well, and they should know. And the thing is that be educated.
Mhm.
Use like that's what I meant about there's so we can push the button on a phone and have access to all kinds of stuff, but just what I'm asking you to do is check where the information came from.
Mhm.
Look and talk to your doctors. Look to see who put it out there, who put out the information. And I know that the people will come back and say, well, the CDC keeps flip flopping back and forth. And I said, well, science, that's what science is. Science is not finite. Medicine research is not finite. When, new information comes in, then you got to adjust. You got to put out the information, and yes, it will change. And because this is like, it's still new. Now we have new variants. We have the Delta, and now we have the Lambda or the Lambda or the
And
Lambda.
it's going to continue to mutate if you're not
Yes.
vaccinating, because it and they're explaining it like this. I mean, you don't have a vaccine, it goes into your body, it mutates even if you don't have one. So now it's affecting children, some children.
Yeah.
Of
That's
course, they're
scary.
going to jump into something that's not vaccinated,
Mm-hmm.
to
So
the
that's
to the weakest ones.
And just so that for the listening audience, I am not a doctor. I am just sharing my own experience, and also please just letting just sharing with you, if you're against something, be very sure why, and look for the research that is vetted by doctors, by medical professionals. Um, don't just go to the YouTube and follow what's on there. Don't
Yeah.
go to
Or TikTok, don't.
or TikTok, or don't go just to an organization that is backed by a certain political party. Forget all that. Go straight to people that have studied this, that are studying this, and just get the correct information, because it's all about just advancing ourselves. I mean, we want to be able to enjoy life. We want to be able to enjoy our family, and that's what this is about. It's not about right or left. It's not about this party or that political party. It's just about human
and
life.
and flowing, I mean, and flowing and being able to turn left or right if necessary. And also everyone should be asking themselves, what have you learned about this pandemic,
Mhm.
and what can we put into practice?
So that they can.
Let's say they close everything again,
Mhm.
like in the beginning
Mhm.
of the pandemic. Let's say they do it. What did we learn?
Exactly.
Are we going to practice what we learned,
Mhm.
or are we going to commit the same mistakes?
Exactly. That's
So
called insanity. If you
that's
keep
what.
the same thing, that's the definition of insanity. Is if you didn't learn the first time and you're doing the same stuff again, then that's insanity. We need to.
Exactly.
I mean, we got these big old brains between our ears, and we got to make sure that we use them. That we don't do make decisions or follow leaders because they're being pushed by one group, a lobby group, this organization.
They're called conformists.
So we need people that are making decisions based on the good of the health of the people. Because when we're healthy, then we can go and shop. When we're healthy
We
and
can
vaccinated,
party.
then we can go el mitote. Then we can have
And we can network.
we can network. We can have everything that we want. We can go back to school and not
Back
be
to
afraid
school. Mhm.
of contracting the disease. Y una cosa que me cae tan mal, comadre, y yo sé que, o sea, lo voy a decir ahorita,
What?
nada que ver con la radio, pero todo eso que estamos diciendo es por mi experiencia
Yeah,
y también para que
let me
se
put you on the
busquen, que busquen la información adecuada que tiene que ver con las vacunas y de dónde vienen, cómo se hicieron y por qué por qué es mejor vacunarnos para que estemos listos para que cuando venga este COVID otra vez, porque sí va a seguir viniendo porque no nos estamos vacunando como deberíamos, pero tener esa información que viene de personas, de profesionales que han estudiado medicina, que han estudiado las vacunas, personas que forman parte de organizaciones que no tienen que ver con un partido, otro partido de político, pero tiene que ver con personas que se unieron para verificar qué se necesita para hacer una vacuna, para poder protegernos y para poder seguir adelante. Y nomás les pido a todos que busquen esta información, no solamente se basen en lo que vean en el YouTube, en el TikTok, en el Face, en el Twitter, o sea, sí vas a oír cosas, pero si oyes algo o lees algo o ves algo, busca y de dónde viene esa información para saber realmente qué es lo que es verdad y qué son cosas que se están desparramando, que nos están dando información que no está adecuada. Pero te puedo decir ahorita que cuando yo hablo de la máscara, de quisiera que esto, que las vacunas, no te preocupes tú, Claudia. Al cabo ya te dio el COVID. Tú ya tienes la vacuna. Si te pega otra vez, no va a ser tan mal. A lo mejor va a ser como un catarro así pequeño. Y les digo, oh, tú ya tuviste. No, entonces tú no sabes lo que es tener COVID. Gracias a Dios que no estuve en el hospital y yo estoy aquí viva. Pero yo perdí personas en mi familia, pero perdí mi mejor amigo. Ahorita ya estamos viendo que hay muchas personas alrededor de mí que están enfermos y se murieron, ¿ok? Así es que no te sientas ahí a decirme, no te preocupes, al cabo va a ser algo pequeño, porque ni lo quiero, ni quiero.
Ni siquiera. No.
En vez de
You don't want it in your body. That's it.
En vez de decir, no te preocupes, no va a ser nada grave. Mejor decir, ¿sabes qué? Vamos a unirnos, vamos a seguir adelante, vamos a cuidarnos, vamos a vacunarnos, vamos a poner la mascarilla, en vez de decir, no te preocupes, al cabo tú ya lo tuviste. Eso no es la respuesta correcta.
No.
Mejor decir, ¿qué podemos hacer para cuidarnos y seguir adelante? Todos, porque me gusta mi.
Exacto. Todavía no encuentran ni la cura de la gripe.
No.
¿Y cómo esperan la gente que tenga la cura del COVID? O sea, lo que tenemos que hacer es cuidarnos, seguir usando las máscaras, seguir limpiándonos con gel, las manos, tratando de no tocar nuestra cara, nuestros ojos. Y esto, o sea, y tratar de no estar muy pegado a las demás personas. Y si vamos a hablar con alguien, hablar de lado o hablar de lejecitos, igual 6 pies o más. O sea,
hay que buscar una manera de seguir adelante y que estemos y tratar lo que podemos hacer para que no nos enfermemos, porque tú no lo quieres y si te tocó tener COVID y sentiste una gripe así normal, qué bueno. I'm so happy for you that you didn't get full-blown COVID. I'm glad that you're alive, that you didn't get intubated.
Yeah. Es igual, o sea, piensa en una gripe.
Ujú,
A mí me da de una manera, a ti te da de otra,
exactly.
pero ya lo conocemos más o menos los síntomas de la gripe,
Not wish
y la gente sigue muriéndose de la gripe. O sea, no se sabe, hay que prepararnos para todo y hay que seguir las reglas que nos dice el gobierno,
Ujú.
punto.
And
O sea,
and
¿para qué estar en contra, si al final de todo
sí,
vamos a tener que hacerlo? O sea, o nos van a forzar a hacerlo.
ujú. Y, ¿por qué no hacerlo de buena manera?
Exacto, voluntariamente.
Voluntariamente, porque en las iglesias que nos están, ¿qué es la palabra de Dios? Que hay que cuidarnos. Estamos aquí todos juntos, la humanidad. No tiene nada que ver con el partido, no tiene nada que ver con nada. Todo tiene que ver con cuidarnos unos a los otros.
Así sea la persona ateo o lo que sea, o sea, simplemente cuídate y punto.
Porque el COVID y la gripe, no
Eh,
importa
no ven,
qué religión eres, no importa qué partido, por quién votaste.
no.
El COVID solamente necesita un cuerpo para poder seguir adelante.
Exacto, exacto, y tenemos que estar sí, estamos, seguir pensando de que puede volver a pasar.
Sí,
O
sí.
sea, y vamos a tratar de que si vuelve a pasar, tratar de no hacer los mismos errores que hicimos.
Exactly, exactly. So, si quieren más información aquí en la ciudad de Houston, si están escuchando, me imagino que en cualquier ciudad hay información sobre las vacunas, de qué son hechas, cuáles son, dónde puedes ir a vacunarte. Aquí en Houston, precisamente, puedes ir al internet y buscar City of Houston Health, the Health, City of Houston Health. You will get all the information on COVID information, COVID vaccine information, and then there's lots of links for you to go in there and study. Do your homework and ask questions. Talk to your doctors. Go beyond just the touch of a button, and that's all I'm asking is just that you go beyond the touch of that button that where it's easy to get information, but go to the places that have put information for us to get the adequate, right information and links that are connected to professionals, research, the studies that are out there. And so the city of
Por
Houston Health
sí,
Department.
por ejemplo, es la página de la que estás hablando, comadre, habla, por ejemplo, hay personas que tienen asma, también ahí te hablan acerca de las áreas donde cómo está la calidad del aire en algunas áreas, todo, las áreas donde, existe más peligro de alergias,
Every
todo. Aquí está en esta página que es muy, muy importante, es houstontx.gov con V, y ahí se meten.
Sí,
Y
y
pueden ver.
súper fácil. Y la página también se traduce en diferentes idiomas. En español es uno de los idiomas que se puede cambiar la página al español y allí hay tanta información. Así es que en cada ciudad, si estás escuchando aquí en Houston, en San Antonio, en
Aquí
Dallas,
vamos a poner en español. Aquí.
hay más idiomas, hay como unas que 40.
Sí, más.
Hay en todo alrededor del mundo hay información que pone el gobierno, que son organizaciones, que son de personas médicos, profesionales que han puesto información para ayudarnos a hacer esas decisiones que nos va a ayudar a lo largo.
Ahí está.
I'm super passionate about that because, I'm all about like, hey, you got to take care of yourself before you take care of others and everything you want to do. So health is wealth right now.
Claro, eso es.
Health is wealth.
Si tienes salud, eres supermillonario en salud.
Es súper rico ahorita, si tienes tu salud, porque ahorita tengo unos amigos que estoy aquí constantemente, aquí tengo mi teléfono porque me están mandando mensajes de cómo están ellos, porque como yo ya lo tuve, me están preguntando, oye, yo siento esto, yo siento lo otro, tú sentiste esto, yo nomás estoy pasando información que yo aprendí de los médicos, de información, ¿verdad? De esos sitios y diciéndoles, mira, tú cuídate, pero pon atención a tu respiración porque no quieres que esto entre a los pulmones. Tú haz todo lo posible ahorita para que no se te avance. Y si sientes esto, si sientes lo otro, como yo lo sentí, les digo que deben de buscar y que pueden usar. Pero esa es información no por mí, porque yo no soy doctora, pero es lo que yo aprendí de mis doctores, los médicos que me ayudaron a mí. So there's a lot of people around me that are are sick, vaccinated and non-vaccinated, and that's the scary.
Exacto.
But you know what? All I can do, comadre, is just keep my hands clean, wear my mask, go. If I want to go out to eat, look for a restaurant. When I get to the restaurant, I still do this. I go to the restaurant y si cuento, a ver, una, dos personas, tres, cuatro, cinco. Okay, está bueno. Me voy a entrar con mis hijas.
Yeah, and also ask, even if you get there, if you get to a restaurant and there's a table ready for you, ask them, can you please wipe it again?
Hey.
Just wipe it again. Or I mean, there's no, they cannot say no.
Or
Just so you feel more comfortable. Oh, and carry your spray too. Yeah.
I carry hand sanitizer. I carry the spray.
I think it would be better to be carrying wipes instead of sprays.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there are so many places where they have fans and it'll get to the other tables.
Les cae en la margarita.
Before we continue, let's talk about our sponsors.
Yes, so talk about our sponsors, our amazing sponsors. I love listening and hearing to all of the new sponsors that come on, people that have been with us, and also you're just amazing, comadre, because I want people to know that everything that you produce, that we have here, like the clips, the way you open the show, the music, the setup, this is all from you.
Oh, thank you. And I wish we could go back to the big space we had, the big studio we had where we had couches and we had a background and everything. Exactly. But I mean, we have to adapt.
But you know what? It's back to what you said. Things change and we had to change. And you and I, especially you, because you took this and you quickly adapted this, and
I had to learn. Yeah. And I'm still learning. And like I told you, I'm trying to get to know more. I love technology, so I'm learning more because I want to do so much more with this. Yeah. I was talking to someone in Mexico, and that we might get together and do something directly from here for Mexico.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
It'll be so nice, so nice. Vamos a ver. Vamos a mandarle él se apellida Picasso. Como el pintor. Se llama Carlos Picasso. Le mandamos un saludo.
Saludo a Carlos Picasso desde Houston, Texas.
Desde Houston, Texas. Y vamos a ver cómo unimos Houston con su ciudad. Muy bien. No estoy muy segura ahorita en qué ciudad está, pero bueno, al ratito o después en esta semana vamos a estar hablando de cuándo va a estar aquí en el programa y vamos a hacer algo con México directo.
Nice.
So more people know about Radio Crystal USA. And also, thank you to our sponsors. So vamos a un comercial y vamos a decirles gracias a todos ellos. Comadre, please help me say thank you to all our sponsors and for all the ones who are listening and watching. Please, if you would like to be one of our sponsors, call like Super Comadre Claudia or me directly or send us a message and we'll contact you directly.
Yes. So here we go. Let's roll the tape.
Yeah. Súper feliz de todos nuestros patrocinadores. Gracias por formar parte de RadioCristalUSA.com durante todos estos años. ¿Se siguen uniendo más a nuestra radio? Muchas gracias. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. For being part of our family, because this is a family. And I want to now go into your passion, which is this station. When, Radio Cristal USA, tell us about a little bit about you, and then when did you come up with this idea, and this is like your baby. So
It
talk
is. It
about when
is.
the baby was born.
Okay, actually, I started radio here in Houston in 2010. I mean, 11. 2011. Antes se llamaba Fuerte Records Radio.
Uh-huh.
Y bueno, era con mi ex y abrimos la radio, pero we started the radio just to show our music. O sea,
Oh.
nada más ponía mi música ahí. Lo usaba como un portfolio, como un portafolio donde me presentaba a cantar.
Uh-huh.
I used to perform at different places, and so the owners or the managers would ask me, "Well, where can I listen to your music?" And instead of just sending them a YouTube, um, well, I would send a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
but I would tell them, "Well, and you can listen to our music any day at any time at the radio. I mean, at fuerterecordsradio.com." And so they liked the idea. So they said, and can you mention our restaurant there? Or can you mention our business there?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, yeah, why not? I mean, if you're going to listen to it, maybe your friends are going to listen to it too. And so they started they put that in my head, that
Nice.
idea there. Said,
Yeah.
well, they're listening to our music, and they're listening to their commercials, so they're gonna share it with their friends and family members,
Uh-huh.
so they're gonna listen to my music too. So that was a win-win situation
Oh,
here, because my listeners would listen to their information
mhm.
while listening to my music, and his people or his family would listen to my music while listening to their information. So it was a win-win
Yeah.
situation there, and I loved it. They loved it, and so I said, you know what? I'm gonna start my own radio station, my own talk show.
Mm-hmm.
So I started, empecé con dedicatorias, no, perdón, inspiraciones, se llamaba Inspiraciones con Liliana Elizondo, y por Fuerte Records Radio, y también empecé a llevar personalidades, músicos, poetas, escritores, and I started bringing poets, I mean, people who write books, poetry, singers, musicians, writers, all kinds of personalities
Yes.
to my show as guests
Yes.
while we were having our radio, I mean, live.
Yes.
First, we started recording it, then we went live. And then, life happens, and I got divorced, and he kept the name because of legal issues. And I said, you know what? I'm a no drama person, so I just keep
Mhm.
it, and I'll do my own. So don't worry. I don't.
Oh,
And so I had my own followers. So I kept my followers. He kept his.
yeah.
That's it. And that's how Radio Crystal USA that it started. And I chose the word crystal since that's my middle name, and it's my daughter's middle name too.
Oh, okay.
It's Liliana Cristal Elizondo.
That's where it comes from. So that is the birth of the station, and I love the story of the name.
I love it because I think of my daughter, and it's like a baby, like you said. It's a baby, and I'm still taking care of it. I'm not letting it die, and I'm gonna keep going forward. And even if pandemic comes in, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let it die. Like I said, I mean, we had a huge studio
Mm.
and everything, but we have to adapt to whatever comes.
And you have adapted so well. And what better time than now to, for potential businesses, especially going into this other potential
Mhm.
shift again, like, may have to go back to doing, deliveries, or maybe, people stopping and picking up their items, or, shopping safely, eating safely, all of that. Like we have an excellent platform to be able to elevate and highlight business.
Yeah, and people who have, let's say they have an event and they want to promote it, tell us and we'll promote it for you. We'll help you promote it.
That's what,
We're working together with N Crowd and also other different groups, and of course, whatever we do, we share with a lot of media or social media groups. So
yes,
if you want to be part of it, just talk to us directly. We
yes,
can accommodate to your needs.
yes.
So
And
tell us what you need, and we'll tell you what we can do for you.
what is your marketing budget? What do your numbers look like? And let's talk.
Mhm.
Let's talk business to make sure your business.
Yeah, and think about your target. What's your target? So we'll think about a marketing strategy to work with you.
Yes, safely and healthy, because it's all of, if we're healthy and we can promote your business and get people to enjoy your product, your service, or knowledge of what you do in a healthy way, let's do it. Let's do it. And that's what this is about, I
And
mean,
that's the only way to grow. The only way to grow is to showcase what you have. Showcase your talents and your love of what you do. Like one of our sponsors is Aroma Mexican Artisan Kitchen, and they liked our shows. They like your show, Comadre,
mhm,
and I told them, I mean, what else can we do for you? So
yeah,
they gave me permission to post things on their social media pages
nice.
about the radio and about our thing, whatever we do here. And let
Mhm.
me show you what I did for them too.
Let's see what the talented Liliana created, because as you
Let
know,
me see, because I'm looking for it. Se está tardando aquí.
yeah, because part of the services that we have, if you're listening right now, and because she's about to show some of the work, but with RadioCrystalUSA.com, it's, we have different ways that we can accommodate based on your budgetary needs. We can do a mention. We can put your logo. We can do a show on site, safely. And then there's also the creation of the promos with music, catchy music and visuals. So that way, the person who is watching and enjoying the show gets to know who you are, what your business is, and what your service is, and what you have to offer. So that's what we do. That's what we do here at RadioCrystalUSA.com. We have
Exactly. Sometimes they have a lot of questions and they don't ask. If you don't ask, how are you going to questions going to be answered? So
exactly.
ask, and if we don't know the answer, we'll find someone who would know the answer.
Well,
Like this is what I did for them.
uh-huh.
Aroma Mexican Artisan Kitchen. It's an interview to the chef, and they've been promoting the look. You can see 1,100 people have been reaching. So see, it's a win-win situation here, because they're looking at our logo, they're learning about Radio Crystal USA and about them too. That's Gabby.
Bueno, la verdad, a mi
Yeah, he's el
parecer,
show. He's el chef, and so I asked him a lot of questions, and he would answer all of them.
Yo tenía otros que tratamos de poner ahorita en este concepto.
And he talks about his food and everything, and he's inviting everyone.
That is amazing. So this
Alex García de Aroma Mexican Artisan Kitchen, aquí en Cypress Cay, puedo decir eso. Nada más les quiero ofrecer la bienvenida a nuestro restaurante, y que la verdad les puedo decir que nuestra meta es que usted se pase un buen tiempo y que al igual disfrute con su familia y amigos. Salud.
Salud. Me dio hambre.
Sí, entonces estamos ayudando a uno de nuestros patrocinadores a crecer en el aspecto de que la gente sepa más de ellos. Y al ver todo eso, bueno, a lo mejor les va a dar ganas de ir un día.
Exactly.
¿Entiendes? Pero si no lo ponemos en los ojos de la gente, ¿cómo se van a enterar? Entonces, Aroma Mexican Kitchen, Mexican Artisan Kitchen, gracias por ser nuestros patrocinadores.
Yes. Woo!
Así que vayan a su página y se van a enterar de todo lo que tienen ahí.
And this
Y
is,
bueno, eso es una producción de también Crystal Studio, que viene siendo de radiocristaliusa.com, que soy yo.
and that's the beauty of what we do. RadioCrystalUSA.com. It's shows, it's music, it's elevating businesses, the story behind the business, and we look at your budget, look at your marketing budget, look at your numbers. What do you have? What do you want? And let's get together and produce it so that we can be there to share with the world what your business is, what your talent is, what your organization is, and what you have to offer.
Exactly. Ahora tenemos otros programas, aparte del show de la Super Comadre. Tenemos otros programas, pero que están en espera por lo mismo, porque pues mucha gente cambió de trabajo, cambió de lugar, cambió muchas cosas. Por ejemplo, Michelle Aguilar ha querido regresar a la radio, pero está estudiando, se tuvo que poner a estudiar, entonces termina los exámenes hasta noviembre, entonces está un poquito difícil los horarios. También el maestro Freddy Méndez no ha podido hacer su bohemia, porque la bohemia tú sabes que implica traer gente en vivo, gente reunida en el mismo lugar. Y pues mucha gente no quiere todavía reunirse o no quiere todavía tener ese contacto directo con la gente por miedo al COVID. Muchos músicos también, como te acuerdas que cerraron mucho tiempo muchos lugares, se quedaron sin trabajo. Muchos músicos ahorita no están trabajando como músicos, están trabajando ya sea como ingeniero, bueno, como maestros o en otro trabajo que les saque lo que tenían que ganar siendo músicos. Y aparte, o sea, te tienes que adaptar al cambio. Te conozco muchos músicos que pues también se enfermaron y están un poquito mal. Les mando un abrazo a todos ellos. I want to say hi to all my musicians friends who have lost their jobs and are not okay right now. They're struggling with their health too, and because of COVID, they're trying to adapt to the change and to change jobs and of course it's hard when even when they have children. I mean, they need to learn different ways to earn the money to bring food to their table. So it's very hard for those who have lost everything.
Yeah.
Pero que espero que no vayan a perder nada. O sea, espero que sigan luchando por su salud, que sigan aprendiendo ya sea un nuevo oficio o que sigan estudiando. Ya ves que ahora hay muchos cursos gratuitos en YouTube. Mucha gente ha aprendido muchas cosas por YouTube. Han aprendido a cómo vender, por ejemplo, autos o cómo arreglar autos o sea, hay tantas cosas que se pueden aprender. Y pues hay muchas personas que se dedicaban a lo que hacían en la música y lamentablemente ya no han podido.
Change.
Por lo mismo, porque también todos los negocios bajaron las ventas y pues ya no pueden pagar por entretenimiento
Como antes, sí.
como antes.
It's adapting and adapting. That's the human spirit. That's the, that's, I don't want to say the American way, but it's just the human way, is that
it's the human way.
Move forward. We, and that's what we've done with the beginning of time. When the herd, the buffalo would move, pues la gente también ahí detrás donde se iba la comida. No nos podemos quedar aquí porque si nos vamos a morir de hambre. O sea, si se iban la comida, pues, seguir la comida.
Sí, es cierto. También cuando la gente vive en el mar, ya ves que se hacen áreas donde no hay peces y se van a diferentes áreas y la gente también se tiene que ir a cambiar de lugar, buscar la comida.
It's migrating, and maybe we're not migrating to another place, but we're migrating to another way to make money, to make income. And
Mhm.
if you have not experienced that, then that is a blessing.
Exacto.
And if you have not lost any type of, financial, your financial situation is still intact, that is a blessing. If you can wake up and not worry about the lights not turning on, that is a blessing. That is something to give thanks to
Or just to have a phone.
yeah, be able to get on the phone and call and connect and just the little things that we have that we sometimes tend to overlook. Now's the time to give thanks, because you just don't know. You just don't know. And if you can help, do what you can to help someone else.
Exactly.
And
Y aquí es lo que iba a mostrar hace ratito. I was going to show everyone, when and how to connect with us. Aquí están otra información de los shows, okay? When and how. Eso, ahí está.
beautiful. When you sent me those promos, I was like, oh my God, these are gorgeous.
I love them.
The pictures, the way you set it up, and these are just examples. What Liliana just showed for those that are just listening.
Yeah, I wish the day would have more hours. I
know, but she just
need more hours.
Just modeled, some beautiful examples. And if you go over to our Facebook page or our Instagram page or our Twitter page, you will be able to see the work. Everything that she's showing today, it's colorful, it's creative, it's beautifully organized, so that when you are a sponsor, when you do buy a package and you do become part of the Radio Crystal USA family, you have access to having these promos made for your service, for your business, for your organization, so that we can elevate it and make sure that people come to you, people buy your service, people buy your product, people go to your place of, your work, your business, and buy the item that you have. And we're here to package it and make it look beautiful. And today it's colorful, it's creative.
Se estaba repitiendo, comadre, porque abrí la página de la radio.
De la radio,
sí.
Share.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
Mira, now, ahora la gente ahora se puede meter a la página.
I love it.
Y ver diferente la pantalla. Ahí está.
It is a beautiful website. Go to www.radiocrystalusa.com.
Ahí la pueden ver.
Easy to get into. It's beautifully put together. Touch of a button, you can hear us live if our shows are on. You can hear the music. It's beautiful music. Talk a little bit about the music that plays throughout the day.
Sí, es música. It's soft music for you to listen to at your office, at home, in your car, while driving. I mean, let's say you have a gathering at home too.
Yes,
you can just listen to the Radio Crystal USA. Mira, esto es, ahí está la información de la comadre, por ejemplo. Ahí está. ¿Quieren saber? If you want to know more about el show de la super comadre, right here, you click on it y se va a abrir la información de ella.
And there it is.
Sí, ahí van a saber más de la comadre. Who is she? Who is la comadre? Ok. Y pueden ahí ver también un playlist con todos los shows de ella. Ahí están todos los shows de las comadres.
Beautiful. We had and talk about some of the guests, comadre, because I mean we've had amazing people. El tío Choco, remember?
Sí, mira, aquí está, mira el tío Choco, aquí está.
I've interviewed Beto. He was
Míralo.
in the office.
No. Hola amigos, es la super comadre Claudia y regresaremos en unos minutos, pero
ese era un promo.
vamos a comerciales. ¡Oh! ¡Ya van a llegar mis amigos! ¡Los del show! Creo que ya vienen. Ya viene el tío Choco y su amigo. ¡Oh my God! ¡Ya llegó el tío Choco y Cousin David! ¡Woo!
¿Te acuerdas, comadre?
love el tío Choco. He has been
You're so funny.
he's been on MTV Music Awards.
This is the most played video.
He's been on Metro commercials. He has made it so far. He and his audience keeps growing, and he's doing commercials for different companies. It's just amazing that we had a chance to have him on. So we're trying to have a really great time.
Oh my gosh, I remember that day. It was so funny.
It was so much fun, and then Chris Perez, which was Selena's widow. I had an amazing time getting to know him and interviewing him. I had a chance to interview Beto when he was running for Congress, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Beto.
I had a chance to interview just all kinds of men and women, known, unknown, almost known. Because for me, it's all about elevating a story and a resource and a journey. Because you never know who this journey or resource might. It needs to be, someone needs to hear it and take it and learn from it and share it and just make their lives better. So,
you know what, comadre? I just noticed.
What did you notice?
Nos pasamos 1 hora y 11 minutos.
Because we're having such a great time.
We're having a good time. We didn't want to finish. Oh my God, an hour and 11. An hour 11. Nos pasamos.
¿Te acuerdas cuando me dijiste, cuando yo empecé contigo, me dijiste, te voy a dar 1 hora para un show? Y yo decía, 1 hora, oh my gosh, that's too long. ¿Qué voy a
hablar en 1 hora?
1 hora, es muy largo 1 hora. Y mira.
Ya, no, hombre, ahora ni sentimos las horas. We could go on and on and on and on. Pero bueno, muchas gracias, comadre, por todo lo que haces. Thank you for having me in your show.
And I love, and you are my super comadre por vida. You are, so I am honored to have had you as one of my super comadre guests and sharing RadioCrystalUSA.com, what we do, what we can do for you, and how we're going to continue moving forward.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias, comadre, por haberme tenido. Gracias.
Adiós.
Y vamos a terminar con la música que nos hizo el maestro Freddy Méndez, el jingle de Radio Crystal USA, y lo vamos a hacer en inglés también.
I love it. I can't wait.
Bye-bye.
Adiós. Bye.
Música variada, interesantes shows en vivo, tu mejor opción en internet, Radio Cristal USA.